Quick question for you. Do you currently struggle with budgeting or just don't really know where to start? Well, if so, you're not alone. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Rebecca and I'm a chartered accountant and business owner here in the UK. Now, as many of you may know, I've recently welcomed an addition to the family, and that means keeping track of the cost of nappies, clothing, additional laundry, wipes, etc. has never been more important. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll have heard me speaking about budgeting in the past using tools such as Excel, but did you know that there's various other uses for software that you might already be using? So if you're scratching your head and wondering where to start when it comes to budgeting and how to make use of a piece of software that might already be at your fingertips, then make sure to stick around, because today we're going to be talking about Xero. Yes, Xero. So this is a tool that many business owners use and a lot of bookkeepers and accountants. But did you know that you could actually use it to track your personal and household budget? And don't worry, you don't need to be a bookkeeper or an accountant or have any previous knowledge in order to understand. And I'm going to show you how the new features in Xero make it even easier for you to track your income, your bills, expenditure, and make sure that none of those sneaky bills get passed to you ever again. Now, if you've been thinking about using Xero for a while, then make sure to stick around to the end of the video because I've got an exclusive offer for my community and subscribers. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to track your income and expenses automatically, stay on top of bills before they pile up, see where your money's really going, and make smarter choices about saving and spending. Think of it as giving yourself a financial reset without having any accounting knowledge. So first, let's take a look at tracking income and spending. First up, getting a clear picture of where your money goes. Xero connects directly to your bank, so every time you get paid or buy groceries or pay a utility bill, it all flows straight into Xero. And here's the cool bit. With the latest updates, Xero gives you more control over tracking categories. That means that you can create simple tags like groceries, kids' activities, subscriptions, and savings. And you'll see exactly how much you're spending in each area without messing with complicated spreadsheets. And because transactions show up automatically from your bank, you don't have to sit there typing them in one by one. Imagine being able to open up your phone and instantly knowing, yep, I've already spent £250 on takeaways this month, maybe I'll cook tonight. That's powerful. So let's take a look at how we can track categories in Xero together. So if you're on the home page here, we're just going to go to reporting settings, and we're going to go to tracking categories, which is under accounting just here. And you can name this whatever you like, but I'm going to name it baby. And category options are going to be the sort of detail that I want that category to go to. So whilst the tracking category name is baby, I'm going to put nappies, wet wipes, clothing. I can add another item here. So food, and I'm going to hit save. Now, once we're happy with this here, there's actually something else that we can do. So we can add what we call a nominal inside of here. So if we go to accounting and go to chart of accounts, go to expenses and hit add account. Now, as before we do, let's just check some numbers here to see what's free. So 402 is free. So if we go to add account type, we're going to change that to expense 402. And we're going to name this baby costs. Hit save. Okay, now you'll see that we had a couple of options there. So I'm just clicking back onto this to show you. So we can add this to show on dashboard watch list. So that's going to show up on the first page, enable payments to this account, and show in expense claims. So I'm just going to hit this one, and if we hit save, go to home. Now we've got £93.15 year to date posted to here currently. So let's go and find this. So if we just click on here, click again, it's going to take us directly to that cost. So if we click on it, we can see here that this has been posted to baby costs, it's Xero rated, but this is where we've got our tracking categories. So we've got region and baby at the moment. So if we edit this transaction, click on baby, scroll down, you'll see that we've got clothing, food, nappies, wet wipes. But a baby carrier doesn't go into any of that, so we can add a new tracking option. And we can call this equipment. Hit save, and you'll see that just there. And hit update. Now if we go to reporting and go to all reports, and from here we can go to this new tracking summary report, and if you don't see it up here, you can find it below, or you can use the search bar here. Just type in tracking summary. Okay, and here we can say select all, last quarter, tracking baby, select everything, hit update, and this is going to show you everything, but what we want to do is filter just on everything that has been assigned. So if we go to baby here, select all and untick unassigned, apply filter, hit update, and that's only now going to show us everything that's been assigned under baby. So there you go, that's how you can track categories in Xero. Bills and household expenses. Now let's talk bills, because forgetting one can cost you big time, and Xero recently added AI powered bill management. For everyday life, that means you can literally snap a photo of your water bill, upload it, and Xero will read the details for you, the amount, the due date, the supplier, so you never have to type it in. It also means that you can review those invoices in real time before any unexpected direct debits go out, giving you time to review with the supplier if need be. It also checks for duplicates, and you can review and approve multiple bills at once, which is a lifesaver if you're paying rent, utilities, and internet and other costs all around the same time. The other element here is that once we have this data at our fingertips, we can start to see trends in outgoings, which is going to lead to better decisions later down the line. So for example, those £10 win purchases that you see at the front of stores like WH Smith, or it was WH Smith, I'm not sure what it's called now. But essentially, you're going to make better decisions on those win purchases and decide, actually, do we need that? No, because those costs do add up, and you're going to start to see that here. Now, one of my favourite parts of Xero is the ability to attach invoices directly to bills, and also now with this online feature, we've got additional flexibility to pay those bills through Xero. So we can now have all of our bills and payments in one place. Now, having just moved house, let me tell you that this would have been an absolute game changer for me, because keeping receipts in a drawer, like the drawer that I'm looking at right now, is an absolute inconvenience and added so much admin time when I was looking for things for insurance, for example. Quick shout out to Xero for sponsoring today's video. If you're looking for an easy way to manage your business finances, invoices and expenses all in one place, Xero's got you covered. Thanks Xero for supporting the channel. So let's take a look at some of these features together. So if we're on the home page, we're going to go to purchases and bills. And if we go to the right and click on new bill, we've now got this, upload bills. So upload files to have content auto-filled and automatically created. So Alt-Shift-U or just click on it. Find the file and hit upload. Now we've been told that new bills have been created, and this will appear when completed and you refresh the page. So let's try refreshing. Now under draft, we've got this new invoice. So if we click on here, we can see that Xero has automatically extracted the date, the quantity and the unit price for us and attached the bill. So we just need to fill in a little bit of information. Okay, so the account we want this to go to is baby cost. There's VAT on here, and under the category baby, we want this under wet wipes. And the contact here, this is creative print. Add a new contact and hit approve. Now what Xero is going to do is it's going to learn from this, and next time we get an invoice from creative print, it's going to automatically extract the supplier name, also possibly the description, and also possibly the category and other details. And that can sometimes depend on how clear that invoice is. However, Xero is doing a lot of the work for us. Now let's review the purchase invoices that we've got in Xero. So again, if we go to purchases and we go to bills, over here we've got all, so this is every single invoice that we've got. However, what we want to scroll to is awaiting payment. Now we're already been told here that we've noticed you've got two sets of duplicate bills. Would you like to review them? We want to hit yes, review, and here it does look like this is a duplicate, so we can void one of these by hitting void. Yep, this voids the bill everywhere. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, now if we go back, you'll see that they're no longer at the top there, but there is others to review. So Xero will continually monitor for duplicate invoices or invoices that look very similar. If we just click on here as an example, these here are for the same company and the same amount. However, they are paid, so you can see status paid, and they are on different issue dates. So these are not duplicates, so we can hit keep all and return to bills. Now within the awaiting payment section within bills, we can hit filter and show overdue bills, just bills, credit notes, prepayments, and any overpayments, or we can use the filter up here to search for a particular supplier. So Xero, for example. Budgeting and reports made simple. Budgets aren't just for business, they're for households too. Now, Xero's reporting has had a neat upgrade. You can now include categories with zero spending. But why does that matter? Because if you set a budget up for the likes of a family holiday or an emergency fund and you haven't put any money in it, then you're going to get a reminder. It's sort of like your budget giving you a little bit of a nudge to say, hey, you haven't put any money in this yet, or don't forget to save for that trip. Now, there are many other tools online that you can purchase that will assist you with budgeting. However, having this tool in Xero is a big win and also goes towards that cost saving. But I can hear you asking, what other benefits are there to using budgeting in Xero? The difference here is that you can compare actual spending versus budget in real time. So no more waiting until the end of the month to find out if you've overspent or underspent. So let's take a look at budgets in detail together. Okay, so let's create a budget together. So if we're on the home page, we go to reporting or reports, and then scroll down to financial performance and go to budget manager. Now on here, we're just going to hit this button here and go to add new budget. Call this family holiday, for example. And here we want to select the categories that we want to show. So what we want is all babies in this case. So clothing, equipment, food, nappies, wet wipes, and hit save. Okay. And now here, what we can do is we can add an amount to savings pot each month. So let's just say that that's £500. We can add that one by using the tab, or we can go to this green button here and hit apply fixed amount every month. And then same on baby costs. So let's go to 200, hit the green button, apply, and we're going to hit save. Okay, so we can view this budget summary report by hitting this button or going to reporting or reports and budget summary under financial performance. And this is going to give us a summary of that budget. So we want to make sure that we're hitting family holiday, not the overall budget, and hit update. So there we can see that we've got our savings pot for £500 every month and our costs every month, giving us a net amount of £300. So this is our budget. Now if we want to see what's actually happened, we go to reporting or reports, and then scroll down to budget variance, again under financial performance. And here we want to select family holiday, hit update. And what we can see here is what's actually happened in October. So apparently we saved £9,666 versus our £500 budget, giving us a variance of £9,167.68, aka we've saved more than our budget by this amount. Baby costs, we've actually spent £1,443.75 compared to the £200 that we budgeted for. So we've overspent by £1,243.75. But overall, in the month, we've actually saved £7,923.93 compared to our budget. And this here on the right is giving you a year-to-date snapshot. Everyday cash flow and payments. Okay, let's get practical. Cash flow is just a fancy word, and it's simply a way of saying money in versus money out. Now Xero's mobile app lets you quickly see your profit and loss in plain English, aka are you living within your means this month, or dipping into savings. And now with improved bank reconciliation tools, which simply means ticking through your bank to make sure that all transactions have been captured on both the income side and the expenses side. But the difference here is that the software does most of the work for us. So you can now sort, search and filter transactions. So if you're hunting for that mystery £29 charge from Amazon, you'll find it in seconds. So let's take a look at some of the cash in and cash out features in detail. So if we go to the personal bank here and go to reconcile, what we've got on the left here is a load of transactions that have been pulled through from my personal bank statement. Now I can go through and individually reconcile these, or I can search for each transaction, such as Spotify, and here I can post this to Spotify, add a new contact, and this is going to be a subscription. The detail I'm just going to have as subscription. And under category, I could select clothing, equipment, food, nappies or wet wipes, but as this doesn't relate to baby costs, I'm going to leave that there. Hit OK. And you can see here that Xero has automatically added those details for you to be posted this time around, so you don't have to enter those details again. So let's have a look at another cost, this time being mother care. So we've got a change in mat here. So apparently we've purchased 3 elements regarding the change in mat. So I'm going to pop that in there. That's going to be posted to baby costs. So I must have had a transaction previously with mother care. And here you can see that that's been posted to equipment automatically by Xero. So as you can see, AI is working within Xero and it's automatically selecting where that should go for you. Now that might not always be correct, so you want to just make sure that you're selecting the right area, the right category, etc. And we're going to hit OK. In Xero, it's really important that we make sure that all of these items are reconciled before we start looking at cash in and cash out, because that's going to be determined on the information that Xero has drawn from your bank. So if we don't reconcile it, what that means is whilst it's pulled through the information from your bank statement on the left, it's not actually posted anything into Xero on the right. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that all of June is posted. And now let's take a look at cash in versus cash out in June. So if we go to reporting, go to all reports, and then go down to cash summary. And if you can't find it, you can always type it in here at the top. I want to change our dates using the custom date range. 1st of June to the 30th of June here, compare with none, hit update. So as you can see here, in June, we've had total costs of £544.80. We've not had any income in. So we had a balance brought forward of negative £1,470.52 in the bank. Plus these costs, we now have a carry forward balance in our overdraft of £2,015.32. Now if we look at September, for example, and hit update, we can see there that we had a savings pot of £6,600 in versus baby costs of £4,367. That gives us a net cash movement of £2,233.03. So our opening balance there was negative 1,628. We've had a positive cash movement of 2,233. That gives us a balance carry forward in our bank of £604.34. So that's how we can see cash in versus cash out at any point using the drop down here and just simply clicking on update. And now it's time for a brand new feature alert in Xero. Now, if you're in the UK, there's also Pay by Bank, and this lets you pay certain bills directly through Xero. So no more logging into 5 different apps. And in Australia, you can even use Zip's Buy Now, Pay Later option for bigger purchases, while keeping your budget balanced. So let's summarise. So why bother using Xero for personal finance? It's simple really. It turns the chaos of scattered bills, forgotten subscriptions, and everything else into one clear picture for you. And you'll know exactly how much is left after essentials, what you can safely save, and when you need to cut back. For instance, I found out recently that I've been paying for more than one Amazon bill. So I've been paying that Amazon subscription for God knows when, about 18 months, and hadn't even realised. So I've been paying for that twice. And now I'm saving £8.99 per month currently. So what's that over a year? Over £107. So £107.80 if you want to be exact. Now, because the budgeting tools in Xero were built specifically for businesses, it's rock solid. So you're basically using these pro level tools in order to have this really sharp budget, but without having to have this complicated know-how. So it's very, very simple to use. So there you have it. Xero is not just for bookkeepers, accountants and business owners. It's for anybody who wants to finally feel in control of the money. So whether that's keeping track of weekly expenditure, your bills, or saving towards that big goal. Xero can help you stay organised and stress-free. Now, if you've been thinking about using Xero for a while, I've got an exclusive offer for my lovely community here at Rebecca's Finance Tutorials, and I've added that in the details section below, so make sure to check that out. Now, if today's video was useful to you in any way, shape or form, then I'd be really grateful if you gave it a thumbs up, just so it can be pushed out to more people who could use it. And as always, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you at the next one, and happy budgeting.